more package. That's a goal. So to reach this, we have to understand the concept clearly. This is the most important. We know that is in everyone are more than 7 years of experience, technical background. But when you go to the YouTube, right, you have a lot of information available about the Azure, right? And you know that already recorded sessions, which is Udemy and all available. So why you need to come to here to take the training, right? If you guys are self learner, can be done. But what is the benefit you will be getting from our, right, to attending this training? You paid additional fees and time you're spending. The benefit you are getting, right, you will be getting for the more on practical oriented. That is the confident I can say, practical oriented, not for, because I know that is, as I said, if you go to the YouTube, you will get the informations, knowledge, right? But the questions you arise in your mind, feel free to ask and get clarified. Maximum people has some gap on understanding the skill, right? Gap on understanding the skill, because whenever you going through that YouTube or recorded, you got some doubt, right? But you won't be able to get that clarified, but it will be kept like that only. But here it's an interaction session. You can ask while explanation, you will come to know some many questions, but get it clarified, understanding the clearing the gap on doubt arrives. Okay, that's the benefit. Number two, each topic, okay, each topic will have some relevant interview questions. So that's all practical oriented, as I said. So you will have that each topic. How do you perform? The questions will ask, okay, if I have issue, then how do you troubleshoot? You can immediately confidently you can answer, this is how we need to do, even though you doesn't have experience on real scenario on Azure. But this training, I'm sure it will help you to get a confident as you have experience. Okay, this is the one. And the fourth one is, the more you practice, it will help you to understand the more clarity and topic, and easy to crack interview. Okay, this is a goal. So now, so what is Azure? Why we need Azure? Right, you know that already there are multiple cloud vendors are there, right? That's the one confident your profile. You need to strongly and confidently update you are the cloud administrator on Azure. So whatever you have the skill or experience with you, along with that, you can update your, this is the cloud administrator. There is currently across globe, okay, across globe, the cloud administrator, especially Azure administrator, okay, Azure administrator requirement is more. Why I'm telling you, in a 70%, okay, 70%, there is my percentage option. 70% Microsoft is acquired or handling taking infra handling, okay, infra service provider, because the more resources needed from the Azure, the requirements are more. Okay, they will be ready to pay for the use based on the existing experience, and package also more. Adding on, you should complete the design certificate, global certification. Okay, who are completing the global certification, you will have that is in opportunity to get sooner to join the companies. But other than that is in AWS and GCP, the less percentage of global infra supporting. So ultimately, every one technologies is required. Why we need Azure again? It's not only for Microsoft is provided. Microsoft is acquired 70%, right? But easy to understand. Anyone can learn. NING. Okay, anyone learn. So developer, tester, system administrator, desktop support, because the now it's a force to move on to the cloud administrator. There is no more in upcoming days, very few year, there is no on-prem environment. It is everything is on cloud, which is called virtual, right? So this is a benefit we need to learn from the cloud, and everyone here, and welcome again to choosing us to learn for your cloud, right? So when you talk about the Azure, the first part is you need to understand the certification part. Okay, if you want willing to go with the global certification from the Microsoft, you have that is in first certification name called as a az-900, which is called as a Azure Fundamental. And I will be covering towards our journey az-900 also. You no need to take separate course, which is az-104, which we are talking about towards our journey, which is Azure Associate Cloud Administrator. Okay, and you have that is Azure 303 and 4 for you have that is in Solution Architect, Azure Solution Architect. Okay, so first most important, you need to, you are in a journey begins within a cloud to understand both these two, right? Along with some of the topic, I'll be touch with this solution architect, how that is in you will be become a SME in a cloud administrator or cloud architect. So those topic would be touch. Okay, explaining you in this. Overall, you will be at the end of the training, you will be confident to say you are Azure Cloud Administrator. Cloud administrator. Okay, and what are the things you need to prepare? The content, you can update your profile. So having a knowledge or skills on Azure, what are the services you will be knowing? You will be knowing number one, networking, Azure networking. We will talk about what you mean by how that is in infrastructure configuring in Azure networking. You will be knowing for in Azure storage. You will be knowing for in Azure virtual machine. You will be knowing for in Azure backup and restore. So you will be knowing for the Azure administration. Okay, and you will be knowing for the Azure monitoring. Okay, these are all, it's overall when I become a cloud administrator, then what are the service or what are things I need to handling, or what are things I need to be practically I need to know, and how I'm handling the environment. So you would need for that is a networking, storage, virtual machine, backup and restore, administration, and monitoring. If you know these things, right? So you will be the full-fledged administrator. In the networking, there are many things are coming, right? In the storage, many things are coming. We will be deeply and practically we will be discussing all this topic one by one, right? So first, as I said, right, why I need to choose the cloud? I mean Azure, right? Because it's a easy learning, number one, more requirement, and Microsoft is acquire or Microsoft is already handling 70% of globally the service providing, and we would need the administrator is needed from the additional resources. And plan for the global certification, we have the quickly we can join for the company, adding on global certificate which we have it. So how do we start our journey? I am completely new to that environment. I don't know anything about cloud and all. So how do I start it? To start that journey, right? First, most important, I would go with a very, very basic. Okay. So there are two environment in IT infrastructure, IT infra, right? If any IT infra, if you take about either is a service provider or you can take for the production, right? So what do you mean by service provider and production here? Service provider, you say all a company called as IBM, okay, TCS, Infosys, right? And right, Accenture, uh, Cognizant, CT Cognizant, right? I'm taking that all big MNC companies. These people, what they're doing, Wipro, right? These people, what they say, we have an infrastructure and we have a resources, okay, which certified resources, and we will provide the service, right? Service on your infrastructure. Your means what? Customer or client. So they will deal with the customer client, and they will get the success to project on the respective client. When the client is agreed, okay, this year or this 2 year, this 3 year agreement, you can handle our entire IT infrastructure like around 1,000 servers, okay, storage, right? It's a completely one big project. They will say that these are the $200 billion, and for 3 years, and you need to handle, you need to manage our IT infrastructure, right? So client has IT infrastructure like 1,000 server, they have storage, they have networking, they have DB database, they have applications, right? And many things, right? And these across infrastructure, they also have the cloud infrastructure. So what these people will do, once they got the project, they will start hiring the resources, right? Hiring the resources. So what kind of they're hiring the resources? They would need for the decision what kind of skill, right? What kind of skill needed, and what kind of support needed. If it's a 24/7 support needed, then they will see that is in the first shift, right? First shift, second shift, and the third shift, right? They'll make like all 24/7. So in this scenario, each shift they would need for at least L1 team, right? L1 team, L2 team, L1 for the only some 3 people, okay? And for in a first shift, if you put that is in one team lead, no, not team lead, it is in L2 support and L3 support. So overall, these 1,000 servers, DB applications, everything, right? In this, you have that is in more cloud administrator they should hire. If the client going to in a cloud, here the currently they're supporting for that is in a more resources, right? But in a this company is taken for, one of the companies taken for to supporting that their infrastructure, the resource must be hired accordingly that we would need for the cloud, and who are completed the training, who has a knowledge, they would be starting from their career here, right? These are the service provider. And production, they have the manufacturing, right? Manufacturing their product, their own product, right? So like Volvo, right? Volvo, BMW, right? uh, Mercedes Benz, okay, these are all a manufacturing company. Many manufacturing are all there, but they themselves their IT support uh, supporting. So there also IT resources needed, and they also needed. They also went for in a cloud, and some people are have their own cloud infrastructure like Oracle. That IBM, they have their own cloud, right? So they might be tied up with this cloud rather than, because these people are a little costlier, then I need to go this. But ultimately, we need for either you can go to the service provider or production. The resource is needed cloud administrator, right? So cloud administrator who are completed the, especially the Azure. So what kind of task or what kind of activity we are handling, right? We must know that is in our entire infrastructure to handling networking, right? Networking, VM, storage. So why I'm telling you this is all in a cloud, but when currently what is handling here, it's in on premises. So there are two type of environment, again, two type of IT environment, IT infra. Number one, on-prem infrastructure, and number 2, cloud infrastructure. Okay, so what do you mean by here on-prem infrastructure? Anyone know this? What do you mean by on-prem? On-premises means what? What do you mean by on-premises?
You have equipments on your premises.
Which is physical, right?
Physical, yeah.
Physical infrastructure, right? So it means all the component, all the hardware, right? Hardware means what? I need to have a servers, networking, cabling, right? Administrator and electrical. Overall, I have the specific space and security, right? You can say there's a data center. My business, my infrastructure, number 1, which is managing my own data center. In this data center, I have to spend a lot of money, which is already spent a lot of money, but I'm spending a lot of money in every month as well, because the hardware which I spend it of all the servers, networking, storage, okay, huge money I have spent already on that. Every year and every 2 year or 3 year, the vendors who are the product owner, they keep implementing new technologies, new devices, and we have to upgrade as well. We won't be keep using for the older or legacy devices, right? No matter it is in software point of view or hardware point of view. Again, I need to have that is an operating system, right? Operating system. The operating system would be, I have that is in a Microsoft Windows server, or I have the Linux server, right? These are all everything we handling as on premises and spending a lot of money, right? Spending a lot of money. And the customer is fed up with all these things, but still you will not be providing a service 100% available, right? But there's a challenge happening. Something went impact, and it will be taking long time to solution resolving the issues, and customer is also not happy. Okay, he invested huge money, and service is also like that. And all the administrators, you are providing salary, maintenance you are providing, keep upgrading your devices, right? Purchasing softwares, license point of view. So there is a lot of money you are spending every month, right? But now what Microsoft is suggesting, he said, that's fine, whatever you already spend money, but now look into the decision every month how much you're spending, and calculate for the next 10 years. So you are spending, say for example, the monthly spending for all maintenance, resource, salary, investment of all the devices, considering for that, if you say 10 crore rupees you are spending is a minimum charge. It's only one data center I'm talking about. Okay, across globe they have that all the physical data center, monthly 10 crore they are spending, and think about it's yearly 120 crore rupees, right, for yearly. And think about in the next 10 year how much they are spending, it's 1,000 crore rupees plus, right? So now overall, the money point of view, it's a huge money they're spending, right? But what Microsoft is suggesting, right, you are already spending this much amount for the yearly, right? But you spend me that only 50 crore rupees, 50 crore rupees, and whatever you are using already, right? Microsoft Azure suggesting, and he will tell, we will provide a service, okay, what you are existing you are using with 100% availability, okay, along with high secure. Is they promising, and additional service they'll be providing only 50 crore. So almost how much crore you saved here, right? You were saving, that is almost in a per year around 70 crore you're saving here, right? It's huge money. So now, and you don't have headache also, right? Headache means what? You don't have that hardware upgradation. Okay, licensing part, right? Resource part. Resource, you need to have very less people. Okay, less people you need to hire, but remaining for infrastructure side, less Microsoft is will going to take care about it. Okay, and ultimately the secure, the benefit what you're getting for when you want to move into the, so benefit we are getting, our client are getting. Okay, the first most important, less cost, right? Hardware upgradation not required, licensing part is not required, resource part, and secure way. All this is keeping benefit. Obviously every customer is moving to the cloud. Okay, almost as I said, 60 to 70% of infrastructure support people are moving to cloud. So we would need for that is in those support needed for the administrator. That's what we need to learn this, and we have to support that infrastructure. And with again, they will provide the huge package based on your skill and based on your experience. That's not a problem. But we should have that enough skill, right? We would have that is in complete infrastructure knowledge. So if you hire, what would be the work, right? If you hire that is as a cloud administrator, we need to convey to the customer, right? Customer or client, saying that is in your infrastructure to move into the cloud, what are the benefits you are getting? The first most you are telling him that you will have the, you can assess that their environment. Assess their environment. Assess the environment means what is their infrastructure, how many servers are there, what is their networking concept, there is what is their, you know, the data center configurations, what is the licensing part, device part, everything we need to assess. And in no, rupees by rupees you have to calculate. You can tell them this much amount you are spending every month, and with a normal service accessing. But if you come to the cloud, you will be getting a lot of benefit. So if you explain such a way that customer should happy and he should be ready to come to the cloud infrastructure, then your companies also be benefit for that, because you are providing the services, and obviously it will be business point of view, so you will be also um, some profit on that due to the providing services. But ultimately as a administrator, right, why I should learn this cloud, and after learning this cloud, how my work or my operations activity, and what are things I need to learn it. These are all you are going to benefit. I'm not just started to the services, okay, these are the Azure and I need to start it. It's not like that, right? But actually you should understand, because most of the people are, they're learning the Azure or cloud infrastructure, but after completion of the training they stop practicing, and they are 1 week 2 week they stop practicing, and not reading that, they're not continue with upskilling themselves for 1 month. If they have a gap, they're gone again, they'll be back to zero. But here I'm just explaining you what is the reality, right? It is just only learn it, and just theoretical part, and I have the cloud knowledge. No, the reality and practically you need to handle such a way that this is actually requirement and is actually needed for the IT infra service provider. They will be get the project, and they will look into that what is their IT infrastructure, how big their infrastructure, and what kind of resource they needed, what would be the support they needed. Accordingly resource will be higher, and we will be there in that part. So once we hired, and what is the work would be there. Okay, so how the benefit we are providing, these are the benefit we are providing, right? Ultimately we have the big data center. They're spending a lot of money, huge money, and physically you have connected your switch, network, router, everything you have spent it, right? But now this entire physically on premises environment moving to the cloud. So what do you mean by moving to the cloud? How that is in Microsoft is managing? Is that he's managing completely, it is in by himself? No. Microsoft, what he did, how the cloud infrastructure is built, right? What Microsoft is did, right? He is also built huge big data center, okay? Big data center, or instead of use big data center across globe, okay? Across globe. So now what he's saying, whatever your infrastructure, right? Already you built it, same kind of I have built my own. So we have a storage physically, right? Servers has a physically, like right, and databases as a physically, right? And backup, what kind of service you are looking, right? Virtual machines is all, everything is better, but the infrastructure will be accessing over the accessing over the internet, over the internet, okay? The infrastructure, everything is built in physically, but accessing the virtual part is Hyper-V, okay? Hyper-V, it is the Microsoft virtual platform. So the all the resource, it will be built in a Hyper-V platform. Over the internet, we will be accessing the our resources. How do we accessing the resources? There is a common portal for everyone. Common portal for everyone. That is called https portal.azure.com. So when you open this portal.azure.com, can you able to log in directly? No. So what Microsoft has did it to know the entire all the services. Microsoft Azure gave for everyone, you must have mail account, okay? And first time when you are using first time using cloud service, he will give that is in, okay, 1 month the free subscription, okay? 1 month free subscription. So it means Microsoft has allowed you to, you can log in it and see that what kind of services are there, okay? What kind of services are there, right? And how to manage it. You just look into that, okay? No need to pay anything. But you to register for this, okay, to register, I would need for, he suggested to you have the credit card and mail account, right? That's it. So you have to register and by using your mail account, and that mail account you will be able to log in the portal, which is https portal.azure.com. Once you logged in, you are in a free subscription, right? You are in free subscription for 30 days and 12 month of account activation, okay? Account activation. So we will talk about how this actual process is happening, right? In other cloud vendor, GCP will give the 3 month free subscription. Google Cloud Platform is giving a 3 month subscription. Earlier, it was provided 1 year, and now they reduced to 3 month and 12-month account activation. Azure AWS is also given for the 12-month account activation and 30 days for the free subscription. So all the service provider, cloud service provider, it will give you the free account, okay? But everyone to get registered, you must need a credit card and mail account. We will help you, that is how to register the first time, okay? So first time using the cloud services, 1 month free subscription, and after the login, right? After login of the portal, login in the portal, you will see that what kind of services are there, how to manage it, how to configure, auto configure, right? To understand this, you have to do for all these things. As I said, networking service, right? Storage service, VM service, backup and restore service. What else? A DB service, okay? And security point of view, what else, right? Many services, around 300 plus. Earlier it was very less services. Microsoft is keep adding. Microsoft, what is it? They have created a category. Each category, they keep implementing a new feature, enhanced feature, and adding into respective category. Example, if I logged into the portal, okay, the first most important for everyone, what I suggest and request everyone, please get registered. The next class, please get registered yourself with your free account. You should be able to log in with your account. For example, now if I open the portal.azure.com, this is the portal. You see this, go to the Google. I have already logged in. It's coming to the same Google. Type here free Azure account. Okay. So when you click on free Azure account, if you click on the create a Azure account today, this portal, what it will give you, right? Build in the cloud with the Azure free account, create, deploy, manage application across multiple cloud, on premises and the edge. So when you click on that is start free here. So what are the things it will be give you? Okay. So I have already logged into the multiple mail ID. Okay. You need to give your email ID to for the free account. So you will see that is in, you must need for the credit card and your the mail account. Okay, that's it. And it will help you to understanding that what are the features or what are the things you'll be get it. Okay. Let's see. If I'm not use this email account, then it will be log into the portal. Otherwise, see here, this is the first most important will give you. Okay. You need to agreement, enable this. I would like to Microsoft to share the information with the select partners so I can receive, either you can use it or not required, but this is the most on agreement required here. Okay, the what is the a benefit you are getting? Okay, popular service for 12 month, which I explained. 55 plus services always free. Okay, 55 plus services always free. Along with this, he is giving you 13,300 credit to use in your first 30 days. So if something you are utilizing the service in Azure, okay, so the Azure itself is giving you some promo value, 13,300 credit. If you use something, he will not charge you and he will deduct that service, whatever you utilized from this your 13,300 credit. Okay, he is giving you already free, but something additional service you are trying to utilize, that's fine. It's under free subscription, and that is whatever you utilize the services. If it is how much cost will be applied, and that will be get reduced to the 13,300. And it's a benefit for us only because he's helping us to, understand the concept and no need to pay for any single rupees, and you can manage it. Okay, so no automatic charges. He says no automatic. After your credit is over, we will ask you if you want to continue with the pay as you go. If you do, we'll only pay if you use the more than the free account of service. Remember, he will not charge you directly. Okay, but once the 30 days is over, okay, once 30 days over, he will ask you, your account must be pay as you go. It means pay as you go. If service you are now, there is no more free options. Any single service you are utilizing like VM, like storage, backup, if you're using per minute, the charge will be applied. It means the resource how it is. Now you have to give this all options, then you get it created. I hope you understood how to create your first account. Is this clear, everyone? You have to go to open this go to the Google, type Azure free account, and it will be redirecting. Give your email ID. Once your email ID is given, it will redirecting to this page. Okay, you need to agree with your license part, and then you need to go to the next. You will providing for your phone number, and you will be providing for credit card. Okay, so after this completion, your account is ready. So once your account is logged in, you will see these 55 plus services are free, and 13,300 credits are given for the first 30 days. And after expired of your 30 days, you will not be charged you directly. He will ask you to, you want to go with the pay as you go. Then after you configuration, then whatever service you are utilizing, like, say for Azure charges, right? Azure charges of each services. Okay, or you can say Azure pricing. You see, Microsoft Azure pricing, no upfront cost. Okay, you can validate here. Any depends on your whatever resource you are using, right? It will be cost for each location or each region, right? If you see now, you can see here you can provide some estimation cost. Okay, so try pricing calculator, estimation cost, you can plan it. For example, if I'm using, now see, these are the services, right? Compute, networking, storage, web, mobile, container, database, what else you need it, everything is available. If you are using this virtual machine in Azure, it will ask you which location you want to use, right? Which locations you want to use. Okay, virtual machine is added, storage account I'm adding, okay, and database I'm adding, right? And yeah, that's it. Now let's see here. He will come back to virtual machines for this configuration. Okay, it's a standard configuration is given here, and you want to change, you can change it, which is 2 CPU, 8 GB RAM. Okay, for 730 hours. See here, 730 hours. He will be charging you $137.24. Right now, it is for the 730 hours, right? So you want to change something here. Okay, you want to change something. No, I don't want to this. I want to do something, right? Say for example here, which region you are taking, okay, and what was the operating system you were selecting, and what is the tier of the standard or basic. Okay, say for example, I'm still new to this. I'm taking the basic one, and category for all, which is or either you can use a production base or general purpose, and instance series, right? Again, that VMs are giving you some depends on your cost, right? If you say all, okay, now you can see you mentioned 730 hours, okay, for one machine. If I put per day 2 hour I'm using, 30 days for, you can say 60 hours. If I mention 60 hours, automatically your cost is get reduced. You see here $1 for per month. Okay, there is no upfront cost for one machine. Like that, for customer client come and ask you, I have these many servers and I wanted to manage in a virtual machine. You can provide the 100 machine here, Okay, and later you want to utilizing of hours, we'll talk about later, because we if is utilizing is a 24/7, it will be all the hours, no matter how much days you are using, but ultimately it's taking per hour, right? So infrastructure point of view, how much cost is applicable? It's like everything is automated. It's everything automated. No one is coming in between. But in a production environment or enterprise environment, we can talk to directly Microsoft salesperson and give some discount. Okay, he is giving you some discount for here. Additionally, if you're taking 1 year saving plan, option is not available for you instant selection, right? And 3 year saving plan options is not available for instant selection. So at least he should give some options for here. The saving plan, see here, saving plan. If you go to the 1 year saving plan, if you just click on this exclamatory, save money across select compute service globally by committing to spend a fixed hour. See here, fixed hourly amount for 1 or 3 years, unlocking lower price until you reach your hourly commitment. No matter how much hour using, but if I go to the three hour, I mean 3 years, he will give some lump sum amount. Okay, so I want to use the disk, right? I want to use a disk. What kind of disk you are using? Standard disk you are using, or SSD disk using? What kind of redundancy you are using? We'll talk about all in detailed in a manner. What kind of it is, right? Disk size, you want to have that is in little high GB. Okay, you can say 120 GB, and its cost will be increased, right? So do we any additional snapshot is required for the backup and bandwidth? Keep everything is default. For the example, storage account also there, right? And if you see that everything, your infrastructure, if you're using SQL database, if you see that is in a single database, right? See the estimations cost would be coming here. Okay, now estimations cost is around $563. Okay, if you export this, you can give to the customer a client. This is what we are getting for the existing environment. I took only for one VM example, right? Overall storage I took it, database I took it, virtual machine I took it, right? And the initial or basic things to understand, right? Why I need to choose a cloud? Because of the cost effective and how the cost is applicable from the Microsoft. Here it is. And you can discuss with the customer, assess the environment, how many servers are there, how many storage are there, everything you can put into the, you don't need to ask anyone, right? This is what you're going to learn for in a cloud, right? Now you can see this is estimations cost is come to you. Compute, virtual machine, the respective region, what is the configuration of this, and monthly cost is a $1, and upfront cost nothing is there, nothing upfront cost has been applicable, and overall cost is see this it's around 563. What are services it will be there? Compute, right? And SQL database, storage account, and virtual machine. See here, this is a one region. Depends on the region, your cost will be differ. And see overall what it says here, all prices shown are in a United States, which is dollar. This is a summary estimate, not a quote. Okay, for up-to-date pricing information, please visit this URL. Okay, and the estimated was created on this date and timing. He's clearly saying that this is what you will be getting here. And same things we can also approach to the customer. You will be getting this, and accordingly we need to start deploying the infrastructure, right? This is the first most you need to understand. How do we log in for to the portal with the free account? And once I logged in, we'll see that what are the services are there, what are services are there. See, I will be logging with my portal. Okay, so let me close this all, which I have already converted my account for the pay as you go. Okay, and one more thing, if you are in a MCT certified, okay, Microsoft certified, technical certified, you will give this is in a uh, subscription. You will get it for with every month 6,000 rupees credit. You will get it. Okay, this is a benefit for the MCT certified. Okay, so that is one of my friend have took it here. When you go to the portal.azure.com, okay, the both I will show you for the design for
So there will be no automatic charges
no
deducted, right? Nothing.
nothing whatever
Uh,
you utilize, and upfront it will be charges you what is your utilization. That's it.
upfront means what? Upfront
Means pay as you go. Okay, how much hour it is. Say for sometime what's happening, right? It's charges for the per hour. Okay,
means.
charges for per hour. Now the one VM you used powered on the VM, right? And 50 minutes you turn off the machine, but still it is not yet complete 1 hour, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
He will not charge you, because that automated until unless it's a 1 hour is complete, then only it will charge you. Okay, you need to pay this much. Okay, in a production it won't be like it won't be going to like that, right? It might be 1 hour 1 minute.
But in also in the production for the customers, they will also do the same thing, because every time the Microsoft will ask for the payment, this is your charge, and you
Correct.
pay accordingly.
They will give the invoice. Say for example, now see here, this is my pay as you go. If you go here, right? So how much is charged for? If I say billing here, if I go to the billing here, everything is there. It is automated system. He will tell you how we are paying for our light bill. See here. See here, your billing account has an outstanding balance rupees 6 rupees 17 for Azure subscription paid using Visa. I mean, it's already been credit card registered, right? Is already taken care. I mean, is automatically it is taken from that, right? So, and also this amount, what is service you have utilized, and you will see the invoice for my pay as you go, right? So this is invoice. You can download it here. You will see that is in what kind of resource is charges applied.
If we don't pay, the account will get blocked, right? Like that's something. That's it. That's it.
It is not like the you will not pay, because they have already taken the credit card, right? He will get deducted within minimum 5,000 rupees. If more than 5,000, he will send you the notification. Okay, your outstanding amount has been balanced. You have to pay. What is the RBI is Reserve Bank India, right? Has announced earlier what was happening. This kind of service, right? People are forgetting to stop their subscription. Not only Azure or cloud, many other things are there. You might have seen that is in a Netflix, right? Amazon Prime. Many are you registered, but you forget to. But that is keep on charging for even the use or not use, right? But whatever use amount are there, you have already registered for the credit card, that is deducting automatically. Now compliance went to the RBI. What RBI decided? Okay, this kind of subscription part, right? If the customer is by mistakenly he registered and he forget to stop, but you cannot stop, you cannot take the money from directly without knowing them, but at least you can give some small amount. So they restricted to till 5,000 you can auto deduct. If more than 5,000 something amount is pending to be paid, then you have to intimate to the customer, don't take directly. So that is actual RB has been processed. Now if within the 5,000 something amount is there, already you credit card, that's what the credit card they ask. They will not ask for the debit card, right? It's auto deducted. So here it is the your invoice like that. Okay.
So during the course, if we create virtual machines, we buy this storage and all for practice and all. So it will charge.
It will charge, and it will not be paying for your packet. It will be deducting from your this.
30 days. Okay.
Okay, this is 13,300 credit is given already. He knows some of the resource, because already you have registered. After 30 days, again what he says, I will not automatic charges. After your credit is over, or there's a two things. Within 30 days, you have utilized all 13,300. Then again, you have to go with the pay as you go, or after 30 days, still you have the remaining something you used only 300 rupees, 300 credit within 30 days. Remaining 13,000 will be collapsed. You won't be utilized for the after 30 days, it becomes zero. Getting?
Okay.
So for
yeah.
okay, first 30 days it will be like no cost for us.
No cost.
And
Correct.
as and when we are using these services, then it is going to be like
Charge.
adding on.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. This is first most important. You should understand everyone. This is the most important to know that resource creating, utilizing, operations point of view, create storage, networking, all that's correct. But ultimately, when it comes to the money point of view, right? Some students are by mistakenly they powered on the machine, they build the machine, but they forget to stop the machine. What's happening?
Charging.
Obviously, right? It is because they forget it to 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. Now they're coming, sir, they have saying that is this many charges, but you should use it. No, what I suggest everyone for this batch, when you are using power on the machine, do the practical. When you're done, please turn off the machine. Please turn off the machine. Say for example, I'll go to my portal. Okay, this is you understood, right? I can go back in this billing part. Go to the virtual machine service. Okay, and if you see the two machines, I have built it, but I have turned off here, right? These two machines, if you go to the status, you open this first VM1. If you see, it should be in a stopped state. Okay, see here, stopped. And this is already in a pay as you go account. I was talking about another one is you are Microsoft certified trainer, and Microsoft is giving you for the subscription. Okay, for that subscription called as a MSDN subscription. Okay, this is you can see here, and he will give you some 6,000 every month credit MSDN platform subscription. This is for the learner purpose, good. Okay, and you are in a, I took from one of my friend, okay, this account to just to work with you guys. Okay, when you go to the billing part here, right, to remember this is one of the important here, right? So ultimately this step what we are talking about in terms of the money matter or cost matter, right? We have to be very careful what service we are utilizing, what would be the cost it will be applicable, and after utilizing, please stop the resources if you're not using unnecessarily. It is like a light, how we are getting the light bill every month. When you turn off the light, meter will not run it, correct? When you turn on the machine or turn on the light, your meter will start, correct? Same mechanism is applied for here. When you use the machine or when you use the storage, when you use any of the resources, meter will start. After 1 hour, it will be generate bill. Okay, this is actual basic things you have to be understand.
So if I open the account here, and I get this much limit, 13,000 rupees,
Correct.
I get the limit.
Correct.
And after that, it will ask me whether you want to continue with this account, right?
Yes, yes. Or if you have other account and other credit card, you can go ahead one more free account.
Okay.
That can be done. But what I request and recommend for learning, go ahead, not a problem. If you go to the pay as you go, it won't be charges. For learning, what happening, right? In a free account, you won't get a much feasibility, or you will get some limitation. Okay, for free account, you want to full-fledged learning, right? That's fine. You can pay something through 500, 600, 1,000 rupees for your learning point of view. What kind of service you want to learn, you can configure it, you build it, do the practice, everything. No matter if you're charging, you will come to know at least, right? So I would suggest this one. So you will become a confident, you will become a expert on this. So at least you will come to know how much they're spending, how much they're charging. Only free account, but you want that is you will be restricting limitation for yourself. So this is how I learned it. So Even sometime I got 500, sometime I got 6,000 something, no problem, I'll pay. But I'm learning for this. So I will be not going for anywhere. The entire this portal, I have all the services, right? When you go home, right, you see this is the services. So these are the services which we are talking about. The first most important we understood for that is in what is the benefit to learning for the cloud, right? How the infrastructure would be there in the cloud, what are the day-to-day activity would be there in the cloud, which is Azure, and how do you create a new account or free account. When we create a new account, what is the benefit we are getting? 30 days of the free subscription, 12 month of the activation, 10,300 rupees they are giving a credit initial amount or initial credit promo value, right? Once we logged in, we would be having these are all the services, and they made a separate category. What are those category here? You can see the first most artificial intelligence and machine learning is event for the alphabetic wise. Earlier, 5 year back, it's a very few categories. Now they are very full-fledged, matured infrastructure. They build it. Now they have lot of categories are there. They said right, 55 plus free. You can utilize it. You can see what else you needed for the on-premise infrastructure utilizing. Microsoft saying that is in everything is available here. Don't invest your money on premises, and you use it here. How much charge, how much utilizing, that much only we will charge you, and benefit for you. Okay, so see, this is a keep on developing, keep on new features implementing on the respective category, right? How many category are there? See this. Okay, see this alphabetic wise: artificial intelligence, machine learning, analytics, compute, container, database, DevOps, general, hybrid, multi-cloud. See, these are all inside that main major category. They have the services 921, right? They are keep developing. Okay, if there's any new feature implemented, they'll be become a 22. If any again new feature, they'll keep on going on, right? So that's good actually. No, identity, integration, Internet of Things, management and governance, migration, mixed reality. Okay, monitor, networking, security, storage. See this, web and mobile. These are the categories. And if I talk about the example, which we will not be talking about all the services, and whatever the certification az-104 we'll talk about, right? Compute. In this compute, see that earlier it was only 12, 5 year back. Now they reach to the 36 and keep on implementing and keep on adding for the respective category, which is compute. Compute means what? Virtual machine. So in this virtual machine, there is a new feature enhancement, additional advanced feature has been implemented. They will bring into this category. They are adding here. Today on day 36, might be if you see the next 6 months, it would be increased 37 or 38. Okay, that features has been implemented, and they'll be announcing for the separately for the a portal blogger, right? So general purpose, if you see this all. So we must understand this first, very basic. What kind of services are there, right? And each service, as I said, we will be talking about networking. First service we'll talk about. Tomorrow we will talk about the networking. Okay. So today, these are all begins. We have journey started. We'll talk about networking. What is networking? What is the difference between on-premises and Azure? How do we build my own network in Azure? And what are things I need to be keep in mind? What are the basic knowledge in required for the networking? We will discuss tomorrow. Anyone has any questions? Good to go. Feel free to ask questions. You understood? Is getting clarity what is cloud and why I need to learn, and how I need to start the journey. No hesitate. Yes or no? Yes.
Uh, Neil, do you have any roadmap, like what are the concepts we are going to cover in future, like in separate session? Do you have
What is
any roadmap like that?
what is that? What is the topic?
1 second. Give me one second.
Yeah, sure.
Audible now?
Yeah, I can hear you. What is the roadmap you're talking about?
The concepts which you are going to cover.
I told you, right? Here, we will
Recently.
be talking about here. These are all topics.
Yeah, the networking and
Networking,
those
storage.
different modules.
Okay.
here.
Yeah, especially if you see this, will we go to the AZ-104, right? As per the Microsoft recommendation. Sorry, here it is.
And you said, right, before 104, you
Correct.
need to learn the fundamentals at age 900.
Correct. These are we are going to talk about. So whatever the certification part of, right? See here, this topic we'll be talking.
We are covering age 900 before starting.
These are all covering. Yeah,
104.
AZ-900 and 104 both are covering. So same topic only. When you go to the AZ-900, right? It's same topic only. So
3 modules.
900. Okay, that will be covering the same one only. See here, compute, networking, storage, right? These three topic is been covering with the along with your 104. If you say 104. Okay. See here, compute, storage, virtual machine, identity, security, governance. These are all major topic. If you come to this, little more, what is the certification point of view? Okay, these are all we should understand. Certification means what? Global certification, what kind of questions they'll ask you, each category. So category is here. If you see manage and Azure identity, 20 to 25% they'll ask you. This is for, okay, study guide. Okay, study guide linked to the proceeding, tip box for detail and skill measured and the latest changes. It means the examination point of view, global certification examination point of view, each topic, what kind of how much percentage they are asking questions, right? Implement and manage storage 15 to 20%, deploy and manage Azure compute resources 20 to 25%, implement and manage virtual networking 15 to 20%, and monitor and maintain Azure resources 10 to 15%. So this is what you'll be going to cover as a roadmap.
Compute, you said like it is nothing but virtual machine,
Virtual
right?
machine, correct.
Yeah. So while you were showing us like you are creating the SQL, Microsoft SQL, Azure SQL, right?
Database.
Yes, yes, that for that database. So how many virtual machine like we can create or
You can create n number of machines. I didn't get your name, sorry. I think you were not there introduction, right? Elena, right?
yes, yes, my name is Elena.
You can create during the 30 days, right? During 30 days, you have some limitation. Okay. What is the Microsoft has given you the limitation and you will be creating accordingly. So after the 30 days or free account subscription is expired, then if you convert your account as a pay as you go like that, then this is your own choice and your own restriction. You can go ahead and number of, it's no limitation.
Okay. So it's basically it's depends upon the demand, like how many.
What you needed. Yes.
Okay.
Ultimately, because this is entire production. Now this is a portal only accessing across globe and be background. Whatever you filling the form, right? Say for example, I want to create one virtual machine example, right? Microsoft is giving you just simple form. You tell us what you needed. What is your subscription? What is your resource group? We'll talk about all later. Okay, just simple. I'm giving example. Resource group is required for the billing purpose or some administration point of view. What is your name? Virtual machine. Say for example VM3, and what is the region you want to select? Okay, you choose whichever where your production environment is there. Okay, across globe. Say I have this central India. I want to build it, and do you need any availability zone? Again, he will say everything services he will be provided. Okay, you don't need to provide availability zone. You just say no infrastructure redundancy. If I say no infrastructure redundancy, it is a risk, right? It is he will if you choose this and he will charge less. But the moment you selected this availability zone, it means your one region is down. In availability zone means what? What's happening? In one data center, your resource practically how is going to happening in the background. Okay, this is your data center, and one data center you have a 3 rack. Okay, one data center has 3 rack. This rack, physically rack system, you have the server here. Okay, and if this data center goes down, you're gone, right? Because you said no infrastructure redundancy. But if you said availability zone, now it will be become a, in each region, it will be giving you zone. Each zone you have the data center again. Here
So
you
if
have data
one
center.
is down, then it will connect it to
Yes,
another.
yes. This has been automatically, everything is taken care automatically. Your resource is going to what you choose and what you selected, automatically your resource will be get selected. So now this data center is down, no problem. Since you selected availability zone, your resource will be available, but accordingly he will charge for you what you have selected.
Okay. Thank you.
Everything is given to us. Microsoft is given to us. What needed, you have to select and you will get built. That's it. Later, you should not ask to the Microsoft, I need this. He will tell again, go and select it and use it. Is open for everyone. But this is what we need to understand. This is what we need to understand, everyone, how we need to manage our infrastructure. Right? Clear?
Yes.
We will talk about these all. I have not yet started actual topic, but this is just for the begin today. And I've just given you that overview of what is our account subscription, what is our billing part, right? And what are services are there, what are the topic you are going to talk about. All I've given. Actual service we are going to start for the networking, we'll talk about. Now you see this is size of the VM, right? And what kind of password you needed. And you need a Linux machine or Windows server machine, right? Say this is, you want to choose, is taken for the by default Linux machine image, right? And I want to select for the Windows server. He's given all the options here, right? Windows server. And right, once you selected the Windows server, he's given the default configuration of the machine, that VM. What is this? 1 CPU, 3.5 GB memory. Okay, I don't want to do this. I want to choose different one. Yeah, you can choose it. See here. And what would be the cost of this? Is given here 7452. If you use per month of this only VM, within the 30 days, he will take the money from the within that credit limit. And your amount, your account is converted to pay as you go. And if you use a monthly, this VM, you will be charged this much amount. Right. And again, if you go to the networking, right? Disk, hard disk, networking, and any advanced features you want to do the management, monitoring, all it will be given the options to select us. You choose it what you needed carefully and build it, and later I will charge you what you have selected. That's it. Right? Good to go? Anyone has any questions?
Yeah, Praveen, this side. So I'm sorry, in between I lost connection, so I was not. So first of all, like we should be having this registration done for all of us
Yes, correct.
in order to
Start.
along with this line, we should be knowing that like we understood the process, like we'll go to the website and we'll just try to register with the ID and all this stuff. But what next? Like, for example, what are the services which we are going to learn or which we are going to implement here? Those things, like we should be selecting any option or only registration is enough? I mean,
No. After registration, okay, you are ready to use your portal. Okay. It is ready to use your portal. Now you are open the door. Okay, you open the door, you have the lot of facility to utilize it. So for those facilities, networking, as I said, this course is to discussing about, first, if you talk about service called networking, right? In the networking, what are the things are need to be covered? Okay, this is a topic. Okay, implement the first service is called as a networking. In this networking, what are topics are coming? How do you create a virtual network? Okay, virtual network. And what do you mean by IP addresses, right? And each network, you are creating everything in the virtual, right? You're not going to touch with your physically, right? Each network, how many subnet you are creating, right? And each subnet, how many VMs you are going to create, or how many IP addresses are coming, right? Then once his network is ready, right? Once my virtual network is ready, then I need to create a resource, right? So for example, I need to create a resource. It must ask you what is the network, where you want to create. So then you must create a, which you create a network, right? Resource may say, for example, I need to create a VM. This VM must be belongs to one of the region, and one of the on that region, one of the network, right? And what kind of storage you need to provide. Just only talk about networking, just only use the network, region and network. So your machine is built, right? Machine is built. And during the machine is built, right? So what kind of the disk you utilized? Okay, now again it's come to the storage part. So these are all